This is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
Hey guys, it's me Travis with PlayerProps.ai, and this is where we're locking in for the Sunday NFL games for Week 16. Now, hopefully you guys have not been ignoring me and have been playing the NFL show video plays that we've been dropping over the last month, because we are now, as of yesterday's play, Thursday Night Football's play hitting, recording this on Friday, we are now 10-1 in our last 11 show plays. We are now 5-0 in our last 5 weeks of Thursday Night Football plays. It is extremely impossible for you not to be making money with PlayerProps.ai if you're following the guidelines. The only way you could be losing money at this point is by doing your own thing, not watching the videos on how to use the tool, not being in the Discord, following the bankroll management strategies and all the other guidelines that are put there, like Trifecta's guidelines as well. All that stuff's in the Discord for you. The only way you are not having success is you're not following the guidelines. And if that's the case, please DM me on Discord so we can figure out where there's a miscommunication or what channels you aren't paying attention to or what it might be. This isn't a, oh hey, you're not having success because you're not doing the right thing with PlayerProps.ai, sucks to suck. That is not the situation. This is always going to be a helpful community, a helpful app, and I am more than willing to help every single one of you one-on-one individually if that's what it takes to get the message across. This is how you win. This is how you beat the sportsbooks in the long term. We are crushing it. When I say we, I mean the entire community that's following the guidelines. All the VIPs following the guidelines, crushing it. If you aren't a VIP, you could still crush it if you follow the guidelines. But if you are or are not a premium member and you're not following the guidelines, you are not going to be crushing it. You have to follow the guidelines. That's the only people that don't have success with PlayerProps.ai. I have a video on this YouTube channel that I did, I think, about a week and a half ago. It says the video, which you can search, you can just go to our videos. You can go by recent videos and just scroll down to the one that says how to win with VIP. That goes over the 5 things that the people who are having great success with PlayerProps.ai are doing that you're probably not doing if you're not having great success. Watch the video. If you do those 5 things, you'll start having the same success that everybody else who follows the guidelines do. Now, we're going to be pulling up, as you see on the screen, Sunday games. We're looking for our favorite play. And for the trillionth time, these shows aren't just pick shows. You don't just watch this, see what we figure out, and then call it a day. These are educational shows. I am showing you how the person that created this app for you to succeed, how I interpret the data, how the data is meant to be read. So when you pull up the app on your own time, aside from this video, when I refer to the app, I refer to the PlayerProps.ai app, you're actually going, what did Travis say? How is he looking at this? Would he have played this? What did he say about this kind of thing? And you're finding plays on your own. If you never have the PlayerProps.ai app, or you simply never apply the knowledge that I'm giving you on how to use this stuff, you are not going to be a winning bettor. So when you are depositing every single day or every single week and losing money a vast majority of the time, that is 100% on you. You have to take responsibility. You have to apply yourself. I've been teaching you every single day on this YouTube channel since pretty much the entire year, pretty much since the early, I think I started in December. So yeah, the entire 2024, every single day, a video has dropped saying, if you were to use this tool on your own, this is how you would interpret the information we're seeing for today. Please, for the love of all that's holy, listen. The thing that drives me craziest is when people say, like, oh man, I'm on a losing streak. It is impossible to follow the guidelines and be on a losing streak. So if you're on the losing streak, you either have just discovered us today, PlayerProps.ai, or you're ignoring everything we're telling you. Impossible to be on a losing streak. This is how you beat the sportsbooks in the end. If you are not interested in beating the sportsbooks in the end, then you're simply saying that I don't like money and I wish I had less of it. And hopefully that's not the case, because you'd be a crazy person. There's something else I'm going to pay attention to. You may notice something new today, December 20th. There's something new on the predictor. This little guy next to the line, this little accuracy thing. I'm going to briefly touch on it in this episode, but even though I'm going to briefly touch on it and explain it a little bit, this button up here, the click to learn how to use Prop Predictor, this goes to a video where we explain how to use this specific tool. Every single tool on this app has a button up top to learn how to use that tool. This video we're going to be re-recording after we're done with the show video right now, and it's going to incorporate this new feature here. But for those that are watching, let's just quickly explain, what does the accuracy mean? So what we've done is we are showing you the accuracy of the AI projection model for this player, for this specific stat that is highlighted. So we have receiving yards. This is also specific to the sportsbook that is highlighted, which you see up here on the screen. We have DraftKings receiving yards. Why is the sportsbook important for this explanation? DraftKings, let's just look at Tanner Hudson here, 6.5, 100% accuracy. So it's 100% because DraftKings is selected, but if you switch it to FanDuel, it could be a different number. Why? Because not every single player has the exact same line for every sportsbook. So the AI could have been correct on predicting either side of the outcome for a DraftKings line, but if FanDuel was slightly different for one game, it may be a smaller percentage. So it's dependent on the last pregame line the sportsbooks had before the game started. It's dependent on the projection side. So I don't want you to think this accuracy is the player's accuracy of hitting their line, because that is what the green and red stuff is. We already have that. We had that since day one. That's the player's hit rate. The player's hit rate. One of the things that has been very much requested, one of our top requests, if you're not sure how to request things or suggest things or things you would like to see on the app, in the Discord, which everybody who's serious about winning money, sports betting, should be in the Discord by now. And if you don't know how to do that, click Discord at the top of the site or top left of the app. Everybody's requested this. A lot of people have. This is the accuracy of how well the AI has projected this player and this team. So let's go to Dawson Knox here real quick. Now I know he's not going to be a play we're locking in for today because it's a baby line, it's 10.5, but I'm just going to explain it here. So in this scenario, the AI says not that he's going to get 16.56 points or 15.56 receiving yards. Hopefully you know by now that we're not betting him to get 16 receiving yards. This projection is saying that he's going to go over 10.5. So he's going to go over 10.5. If he goes over 10.5, because the AI said he was going to go over 10.5 receiving yards, then that's counted as a win for the AI hit rate, essentially, the AI accuracy rate that we're calling it. So let's go to another scenario here where we'll go to a different player and we'll look at some unders here. Click the wrong thing. So okay, so here we're gonna click under. Okay, who's got the, so Jerome Ford, we clicked under here, this little U, so Jerome Ford's up top. So Jerome Ford's receiving yard line is 19.5. The projection is 16.31. So what side is the AI saying he's going to go over under? It's saying he's going to go under because that's less than his line. So if he gets less than 19.5 receiving yards, this is counted as a win for the accuracy. So if it's at 60% right now, and this is not all of the games of his career. This is all the games where we have a DraftKings line, a receiving yards line for him, and on top of having a DraftKings receiving yards line for his past games, also having an AI projection from our AI projection system. So of all of those games where we had at least two, or we had both of those, that's what's baked into the 60%. So let's say, for argument's sake, there's only 10 games. That's for Jerome Ford receiving yards. So this means that the AI's gotten it 6 out of 10 times correctly. If he does not get 19.5 receiving yards, this is going to go up to now 7 out of 11 games. It's going to show that that percentage accuracy. So just for argument's sake, because we're doing this here, so 7 out of 11 is 64%. So if he goes under, even though the player did not hit his line, which means these green things here these hit rates, these are going to go down because he didn't hit his line. That's what these are for the player hitting their line. But because we said he's not going to hit his line, because we're saying we're going under, then that's a hit. So this is going to go up to 64% for the next time you see him for the next game. So that's how it works. It's not, did the player hit their line? We already have that. That's past data. That's this bar graph. That's all that stuff. This is simply saying on the side, the AI projected they would go, was the AI correct? So it doesn't matter if it's over or under. If we say the projection's less and it's under, fantastic. If we say the projection's more and it's over, great. If we say the projection's more and it's under, it's a miss. If we say the projection's going to be less for an underplay and he goes above his line, that's a miss. So that's how to use this. Again, if you want more explanation, I will go more in depth on the video. That's part of that button at the top of the tool that I showed you guys earlier, the how to use prop predictor button. Now that we've clarified some error on that, let's look to finding something that's not a baby line. The first thing for Sunday is, so I want to say real quick here, you see where Terrace Marshall, he doesn't have accuracy. That means we have recorded no games where we have at least one DraftKings line that we've saved, as well as one AI projection. So he's typically not a player that we have projections for, because he's a bottom of the barrel player, which is why, you know, he doesn't have anything there. But now that we have this game, whether he hits his line or doesn't hit his line, the next time you see Terrace Marshall Jr., it'll either be 100% or 0%, because it'll have one game factored in. As this accuracy continues to collect more data, it's going to be more refined. So like when you see things like Tanner Hudson 100%, there's not that many games that we have Tanner Hudson where he has a receiving yards line and a projection, because he hasn't been like the top Cincinnati tight end. You know, Mike Gesicki has been that guy. So it's just how much data have we collected and stored. But as we continue to grow, as we continue to make you guys tons of money with this app, these accuracy percentages will get more and more refined. But I'm still scrolling and I do not see something that is not a baby line. There we go. We finally have one. And guess what? It's a tight end. So, TJ Hawkinson. His line is 42.5. His projection's at 48. That's just a smidge. That's a new word we've been using in the show. Just a smidge higher. A 14% percentage difference. He's hit this 3 out of the last 4 games. 6 of the last... or 3 of the last 5. 3 of the last 4. And he's kind of been hot and cold since he... well, 12-24 is when he got hurt, when he's got 58 here. Then his first game back from injury, 27, 72. So he's been cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. But this is, he finally had back-to-back, I guess, hot games. So this is the first time in over a year that he has consecutive games where he's gotten at least 42.5 receiving yards or more. Now, again, the accuracy is 42.9%. We want things that are above 50. A great number that we're looking for here, we're not looking for 100%, because 100% is not a if it was 100%, we'd all be millionaires. We're going to eventually, but we would already be millionaires if the AI was 100% accurate. The number we're looking for here is 60. That is a really, really good number. If you see 60, that's a good number. Not looking for 100, so don't start fishing for hundreds. Looking for 60 or higher. So this means over the course of the games where we have a projection, which was essentially 11-3 when he first came back from injury here, that means out of these games, the AI has been correct only 42.9% of the time. So like essentially a coin flip on that. So what we would normally have done without the accuracy is we would say, you know what, let's probably do TJ Hawkinson. But I'm going to see if the next non-baby line, the next line that's 40 receiving yards or higher, let's see if the next one has a higher AI accuracy percentage. So we had TJ at 42.9. Now we go down to Jordan Addison, his teammate. Not only has this man hit this line in 100% of his last 5 games, 60% of his last 10, and 58% of the season, 5 straight in a row he's gotten 51.5 receiving yards or more. Actually, he's gotten 54 receiving yards or more. 66.7%. So again, the number we're looking for here is 60 or higher. So I like this a lot more than TJ Hawkinson's one, even though the projection's still like about 7. So the projection difference, like the true difference, is about the same as TJ, and he's gotten his 5 out of the last 5 games. I don't think what I forget to do is I forget to check our ban list to make sure that he's not on there, because I know we're starting to build up our NFL ban list of people we just completely avoid. The Discord ban list is essentially why I created this AI accuracy. We don't need to say like, oh, I'm never betting on this player again. If you see his accuracies like at 20%, then you're betting on it still because the AI said something. Okay, clearly this guy does not do what he's supposed to be doing based on all the projections and all the variables that are in those formulas. So essentially, if you see something that's at 30%, that's something that's just an automatic ban list. Never bet on a direction of somebody that has a 30%. That's telling you they're going to do the opposite. They're probably going to do the opposite. And then, I mean, you can bet the opposite. It probably makes more sense because the opposite is hitting at 70% of the time of what the AI says for that person. So that's another thing to factor in as well, which I'll go over in the next video. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to see if we can get Jordan Addison at a better line. So 51.5 is what we're trying to beat. Ooh, that's way too high. 51.5. BetMGM also at 51.5. Bet River says 51.5. Caesar says no, 52. So yeah, so DraftKings has the best line along with a few other books as well. So 51.5, Jordan Addison against the Seattle Seahawks. 5 in a row he's hit this. We don't need him to get a crazy 162 game or 133 game, or last week he had 63, which is going to get 52 yards, and that's it. So normally we probably would have locked in TJ Hawkinson and called it a day. But now that we have this, we are looking to do Jordan Addison because we see the AI has been more accurate on predicting his side. So the AI says he's going to go over, and the AI is right on his receiving yards 66.7% of the time, then it's better than a coin flip. It's better than a 50-50. So let's go Jordan Addison, 51.5. That's what we're locking in today, ladies and gentlemen. Any questions about the new stuff, just ask me what everybody else is doing. Ask me in the Discord chat. But we will have a new video within the next few hours that you'll see on the top of the tool, which is, again, right here. Click to learn how to use the prop predictor. That current video, if you click at this immediate second that I'm recording it, is going to show the old video of how to use this without the accuracy. The new video is going to incorporate that in there. So lock it in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go for 11 wins in the last 12 NFL picks. Actually, Sunday would be 12 wins because we already have a Saturday video up for you guys. So if our Saturday play hits, will be 11-1, and this will be 12-1, I believe. So yeah, you gotta ride this heat wave, ladies and gentlemen. I'm feeding you easy access to increasing your bankroll. You just have to listen and follow the guidelines. That's it. Good luck, guys.